It's been a year. Donald Trump, as Ethan mentioned, got into office claiming and promising to lower prices, not eventually, not a little bit, but on day one. Not slow the growth of prices, but bring them down. At the grocery store, rent, utilities, energy, everything. And I think what we're seeing right now is a president who's just simply flailing at all of those. We're looking across the board at the hard data. GDP growth is slowing than what it was in 2024 under President Biden. Jobs, the labor market has collapsed. We're adding only about 15,000 jobs a month, and inflation isn't going anywhere. Those prices are still staying high. Right. Utility prices, I'm looking at in particular, up near 10% year over year. These are the prices that people are mad about, that they see every single day, and that's why we're seeing some of the worst consumer sentiment that we've tracked ever. And so I think, he's flailing around right now. He is putting forward things that used to be progressive or democratic ideas, banning investors from buying up single family homes, capping credit card interest rates at 10%.
All democratic ideas, for the record.
To be clear, yeah.
Yes.
Nobody believes he's going to do them, including his own party in Congress, who are kind of laughing these ideas off and not taking them seriously. So right now he's kind of grasping at straws, anything he can do. But as the Congresswoman just mentioned, the number one thing he could do is stop the chaos, stop the tariffs right now, and sit back and reassess a little bit. But instead, after the Supreme Court decision, right ahead, hours later, 10% tariffs across the board on all of our trading partners.
Yeah, it's wild that after his own Supreme Court, including two justices that he put on the court, ruled against him in this. I think he tried to say that it was the liberal justices, but there are only 3 of them, and there were 6 of them that voted to said that he had no authority to do this. And I know this newest tariff, I think, has an 180-day expiration or something like that. Yeah. So there's going to be no stability in the marketplace because we're just going to be wondering what's happening next, right?
Well, that's what the market loves, right? Is instability.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what the business leaders always tell me.
Right.
It's econ policy as taught by a felon.
Yeah.
And now they got $175 billion was collected between April and right now. All the businesses are going to have to sue individually to get that money back if the Trump administration doesn't streamline the process. Trying to get your money back, trying to navigate the new tariffs, not good for investment.
Not to mention all of the things he promised that money was going to pay for. And so they've already blown up the deficit with the one big ugly bill, and now he said this revenue is going to be paying for a lot of these things, then it's not going to.
Right. And so, Congresswoman, I go to you because I think I've heard some Democrats talk about this, but on this issue of giving the money back to the consumers, this was a tax on the American public, as much as they lie about it. What are the odds that people are actually going to get any of that money back, and what are the Democrats' plans to hold them accountable to do just that?
Well, that's such a good question because, actually, I think if we did nothing, the most likely scenario is the businesses get the money back and put it in their own pockets.
Right.
Precisely.
Right? And so we are working hard to figure out what we can do from Congress to actually ensure that that money goes directly back to the consumers who actually paid the tax. Because we know that left to their own devices, these big corporations are going to pocket the money and then they're going to keep prices high because we've already shown that we're willing to pay them.
Right. Right. No, and that's great. I think it's a good point about making sure that Democrats retake the House in November, because then with a majority, and hopefully also in the Senate as well, that could be something that we could force the president into. Because
that's exactly right.
Otherwise you're exactly right. The businesses are just going to take it, which are what his big billionaire donors want from him. Luke, I want to turn to you as somebody from the middle of the country.
Sure.
Have you seen any of your prices go down?
No, not a one.
Yeah, and you are in a red state.
Correct.
Have you heard from folks, your friends, family, about these prices, that some of these people who maybe actually were Trump supporters not being very happy about this?
I mean, primarily where I hear it is at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, big thing in the gym is you got to eat a lot of protein.
Yeah.
Right?
Protein is fucking expensive right now.
Yep.
Yes, it
and
is.
every single one of them looks anywhere else to blame than the guy that they voted into office, which is depressing because he's directly to blame. But they don't want to say that.
Right.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, I think the price of beef right now is through the roof, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I think some of these things we gave Argentina
right.
loans to bail them out, and also, and then also because of our trade wars, then people started buying things from Argentina. It's just this backwards thing. And this shows you how good I am at doing lives. I completely forgot that one of our good friends is actually with us remote. Elizabeth Booker Houston is with us. I'm so sorry, Elizabeth, that I completely missed you. Can you hear us okay?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm sorry, I was like going on, and I completely forgot to actually look at the camera, which shows you what a professional I am. But Elizabeth, tell us what you are hearing about issues of affordability, because you talk to people across the country all the time. You're a very large content creator. You're engaging constantly. What are people saying to you?
They're broke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything costs too much. Nothing's gone down. Wages are not going up. Prices are going up. Nobody's fixing it.
Yeah. And